What's going on, guys? Tessin here and welcome to GTA Online. Today I'm talking about what I think is the best car in the entire game. So let's get started. It's not the car I'm driving right now, by the way. I'm just driving it because it's armored and I don't want any other players to annoy me while I am making the video, that's all. But it's not the car I'm driving that is the best car in the entire game. I mean, it's the strongest car, that's for sure, alright? This is without the least bit of a doubt, the strongest and the most armored car in the game that can take bullets. But it's still not the best. However, I'm gonna choose the best car in the entire game based on a lot of things. The first thing I'm gonna choose based on is the handling, because in my opinion that's the most important thing in any vehicle ever, the handling. Also, I'm gonna choose it based on the speed and also the price. I wanna make sure that its price is pretty good and pretty friendly considering all the features it has. I mean, I could easily say that, for an example, the best car in the entire game is freaking this one, Grotti X80 Proto. Well, yeah, I could easily say that, but the thing is that it costs $2.7 million, and I don't think that's that's very, like, what I'm trying to say is I don't think it's worth that much, I mean, yeah, the car is good and all, the car is fast and all, the handling of the car is pretty cool and all, but $2.7 million is not really that good, because I actually tried spawning that car in the online, no, not the online, the offline mode. Yeah, I tried spawning that car in the offline mode and used it for a while, and it wasn't really that good. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm gonna choose the car not only based on the features but also based on the price friendly. I want to make sure that its price is actually pretty good and is suitable to the car. So what do you think the car I chose is? Alright, take a wild guess. I mean, there are a lot of cars in this game and there are a lot of prices, there are a lot of features and stuff. Oh man, I kind of missed that, so Zentorno or whatever it was called, to be honest. And yeah, well, what exactly do you think I chose to be the best car in the entire game based on all the features I said, the features of the freaking price and the handling and the freaking speed or whatever? Well, the most important part to me is the price. I don't want it to be very expensive as well, but yeah, what do you think it is? Take a wild guess. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna call the mechanic and then I'm going to ask him to deliver the car for me, and you can still think about what I chose to be the best car in the entire game while I am telling him to bring the car. Okay, he just freaking told me that I am near the vehicle, my personal vehicle, so I need to be far from the personal vehicle so that I'll be able to ask him to bring the car. Why the hell is that a thing? Why the hell is that? If I have one of my personal vehicles on, why can't I request another one from a freaking mechanic? I mean, I fucking pay him. I pay him. Alright, let's just escape the cops, some free RP. I consider escaping the cops kind of a free RP because it's so easy, man. It's just so easy. By the way, this is not the car I'm talking about at all, in case anyone is wondering and thinking, oh, this is the best car in that game. No, it's not. Okay, no, it's not. Calm down. There we go. I just escaped the cops. Now I'm going to call the mechanic and ask him for the car right away. And you can still think while the mechanic is bringing the car. So, yeah, let's get right to it. Okay, dialing the mechanic. Can I dial him? What the hell's going on?
You need something, huh?
He took a little bit while in order for me to get him. But, yeah, let's request it. Alright, he just said it's on the way. So did you guys make up your mind or not? Did you guys make up the mind of what car I'm talking about? Okay, he's bringing it right now. So yeah, you can keep thinking. Okay, I'm going to get to it right now. Just keep thinking. Keep thinking about it. What it could possibly be the best car in the entire game based on all the things I said. What is it, do you think? What is it? There. Weird choice, right? That's a very weird choice, and a lot of people wasn't expecting that. But let me just explain myself a little bit on why I think this is the best car in the entire game. First of all, it's extremely small, which makes it extremely easy for it to actually pass the cars in the high traffic. Like, for example, look at me while I'm walking with the car right now. It is so small and tiny, so it can actually go through the very small areas between the cars in a very high traffic. So yeah, that's my first reason, and I think it's a very good reason actually. The car is extremely small and can literally go through any small tiny little place or tiny little empty area in the middle of a traffic or something, and I think that's a very important feature right there. That's a very good feature, that the car is small. Second of all, its speed is actually amazing considering how small it is. Like, look at the speed. Actually, I think that the car is extremely fast considering how small the car is. I wasn't expecting it to reach that speed at all. I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's the fastest car in the game because it's not, but the speed actually is pretty amazing. And if we for an example, like add the speed up into how small the car is, you can probably say that this car has the best speed based on that size in the entire game. Like it's freaking size like a freaking motorcycle, and the speed is just amazing. So yeah, that's the second point I would like to make, is that the car is extremely fast. The third point I would like to make that I consider is extremely important is of course the handling. Now I just want you to see how handling in this car is so easy to go right and left. Okay, that wasn't a very good example. Let's try another example. Okay, there you go. As you can see, actually the handling of this car is absolutely amazing. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but if you compare it to the handling of any other car, it actually goes right and left a little bit faster than any other car I've ever seen in the game. So yeah, handling is pretty good. Like, see for an example how it goes the left right here. It's just amazing. So I just think that this car is an absolute masterpiece, you know. The size is the most important thing about it, in my opinion. I mean, if the car was a little bit bigger than that, I wouldn't really consider it that much of an amazing car. But thing is that the car is extremely small, and also the handling is amazing, the speed is amazing, and well, everything in this car is amazing. In my opinion, this is my go-to car in the entire game. And now for the last point. And the last point is the most important point in my opinion, and that point I'm trying to make is, if you take a look at the price of the car, there you go, the car is actually pretty cheap considering all the features that it can offer, from the speed and the handling and the small size. It's also pretty cheap. It only costs $701,000, which is a really good price in my opinion, considering all the things it could offer. The Kurama Armor costs $500,000, which is also one of the best priced cars in the game. But this is also one of the best cars in the game in my opinion. $701,000 is a very good price for all the features this car could offer for you. So yeah, I think I made my few points and why I think this is the best car in the entire game, and it's called Omnis, in case you haven't figured it out yet. I mean, it was literally written below it when I was showing it in the website, but maybe you didn't notice it, so yeah, I'm telling you again. And yeah, these are all my reasons on why I think this is the best car in the entire game. For all the features I have named and all the things and the stuff I've said, I believe that this is the best car in the entire game, and yeah, that's all. Let's end the video by destroying the car, because why not? Actually no, I wouldn't, because that would cost me some money.